Get on up and go on back to where you came from and go on. Hey, see, you talking to you, old lady. You don't know me. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Now get the hell up from the table and go on now. Go on.
What up, what up, what up? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Hey, hey, Dre. It's like, hey, bitch. How y'all doing? Oh, you cracking me up already. How y'all doing? Hey, what's up, Ebony Boo? What's good with you? What's good with you guys? How y'all doing? Everybody had a great holiday, and some of y'all probably took off work and all that good stuff. What y'all doing? What y'all get into? What y'all get into? I saw Ebony hanging with the grandbaby and all that good stuff. Mm. What's good with you guys? Sorry. Oh, watch some fireworks with the fam. They did some fireworks outside my house. I think I was doing a review and they was out there shooting out some fireworks outside my house. I didn't do any major fireworks. You know, I grew up in DC, so we see the fireworks every year. We used to go, watch the fireworks and stuff. I like fireworks, but I didn't do nothing special. I went to the little family cookout, and they always do fireworks and stuff like that. But I came home because it was raining. It was raining a lot here. Oh, I didn't know you had three grandbabies, Ebony. All right, now, go on now. You had all three of them at the same time, girl. Okay. All right with your bad self. All right with your bad self. Yeah, mine was real low key too. Because honestly, I've been running since I've been running for over a week now, like every day doing something. I was in Philly. I came back. Was back and forth to Baltimore. Went out to dinner, went out to lunch. I ain't, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about it. But honestly, on the 4th of July, I really wasn't gonna go anywhere. I really was just gonna sit my butt right here and chill out. But I ended up going out to my family always have. Thank you so much, Dre. It was so much fun. I'll talk about that in a second. It was so much fun. Um, but my family always has a big, well, technically my best friend's family, but we've been friends so long. Her family is my family. Like there really is no separation there, to be honest with you. But they always do a big cookout 4th of July, and we had a loss in the family earlier this year. My best friend's brother passed away. So this would have been the first 4th of July cookout without him. And honestly, he was a big 4th of July person. Like he would go get the fireworks, and it was a big deal for him. So this was kind of hard for everybody, like a moment for everybody. When somebody passes, the first after they're gone are always kind of hard. So that's kind of why I went, because I was like, all right, I know it's gonna be. We still had a good time, but it was a little emotional. You know what I mean? And somebody had made up T-shirts, which I ended up leaving my T-shirt there. I gotta go get my T-shirt, but how to do the T-shirts for people and stuff. So that's kind of really what sort of motivated me to get off my butt. And I went for a little while, and then I came on back. But I was tired. I was so tired. And then Thursday, I had a lot of running around to do because I ended up coming. I told you guys I had like a little card party last night at my house. Um, hey, yes, bitch, how you doing? Vanilla Jim Beam. Ooh. You know what somebody was telling me? A friend of mine at my I won't call it a party. We just had I just had some people over to play cards, and I invited my folks through. It was low key. We didn't have it wasn't a large gathering, but it was cool. But one of my girlfriends, one of my neighbors' daughters just got married. It was a destination wedding, and a couple of them went to the wedding, and they were in Cancun, and they had mango Patron. I've never seen. I've never, and I'm not a big tequila drinker, but I've never seen or heard of mango Patron. Y'all heard of mango Patron? It was good. It was good though. It was good. But vanilla flavored Jim Beam. Yes, bitch, you catching the flu down there? I am so sorry. I'm glad you're getting over it. You know what? Having a cold or the flu or something like that is bad enough, but in the summer, I don't know. It seems like it's an extra layer of something. Yeah. See. Yeah, Dre. Yeah, Dre. And my grandmother's birthday is at the end of this month, and it's still a lot for me because we were really close, and her birthday is on the same day as my cousin, who's like my best friend. And so it's always a little moment with all of that going on. So, hey, Jamila, how you doing? Oh, you work with kids? Well, I work with kids, and I understand. But let me tell you something, yes, bitch. How long you been working with kids? How long you been working with kids? Because when my first year of teaching, maybe my first 2 years of teaching, baby, I caught everything. When I say I had pink eye, I had the flu, I had bronchitis, I had this, I had everything. But do you know teachers have one of the highest immune systems because after a while your body just builds up an immunity to it because the kids come to school sick. They come to school sick. So that's why I say how long you've been teaching. I mean, well, how long you've been working with kids because you're going to build up an immunity to it. Hey, S. Hutchinson, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all saw my chat when I'm talking about the Queen Supreme Court. I already gave my shout out to as I just said, I'm gonna shout her out because she in the room, she can hear me. And y'all, I saw her at the Queen Supreme Court, and she was so sweet. She came up to me, and I didn't know she know who the hell I was. And she told me she watched my videos, and she gave me some really good words of encouragement, and I appreciate that. I really do. To you. She my DC homie. I really think we live near each other. I meant to tell you that too. Shelly, because I think we live near each other. But yep, she was a sweetheart. It was nice to meet you. It was really nice to meet you. You did? See, I gotta go. I haven't looked at it. I just got home a few minutes ago. I got up this morning. I had some people over last night. I got up this morning, I ran some errands, and I just walked in the door and I said, I'm gonna go live for a little while and then get ready to do these reviews because I'm still behind on my reviews. I still gotta catch up. But I'll catch up today. I'll get everything in today, tomorrow. Yes, and it was a good show too. I know you've seen the Queen Supreme Court live before, but that was my first time seeing it live. It was so good. I always hesitated going to the shows before because they're on a Monday night, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to get my butt up and go to work. So this one was great because I didn't have to worry about getting up and going to work. It was so good. I had me such a good time. Such a good time. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get off of here. I'm gonna watch the video as soon as I get off of here. Everyone, yeah, a lot of people were there. Like I said, S. Hutchinson, James, Darren Fleet. I think it was somebody else in the audience. I think it was another YouTuber. I'm almost certain it was another YouTuber in the audience, but don't quote me. Oliver was there. Yes, the Dream Girls. And when I tell y'all, let me tell y'all something. I know I already talked about this, but we'll talk about it again. Let me tell y'all something. That show was so good. If y'all, like I told y'all before, I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I know Maddie puts a lot of stuff on her Patreon. So y'all go over there and watch that show. It was so good. It was so good from beginning to end. When I tell you I laughed from beginning to end, honey, there was not serious. There really was no dull moment. It really wasn't. It was so good. It is worth the price of admission. It is so good. It is so good. And the brunch was nice because it was very intimate. And Maddie walked the room and talked to everybody, and Miss Mary talked to everybody, and it was really good. And all her people are so cool, like Gio and Craig. Everybody is so cool. There's nobody works around her that's diva. Nobody works around her that act like they can't be bothered. Like it's genuine, y'all. Like how you meet people and you're disappointed when you meet somebody or you're like, dang, they seem like they real cool, but then they on the other end, nope, none of that. What y'all see is what you get. What y'all see on her lives, and that's what you get. That's who she is. That is who, when she's TS, that is who you get. It was good. Anyway, if she coming to y'all town, y'all better go. And then yes, and with the Dream Girls, yes. Yeah, it wasn't elbow to elbow. It was relaxing. It was cool. I don't know. I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, and I'm not even blowing smoke. Like if I ain't have a good time, I just wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't badmouth Maddie, but I'd just be like, yeah, I went, y'all, it was cool. And I would leave it at that. Like, I wouldn't badmouth nobody, but I would just be like, yeah, it was cool. But it was so good. It just was. And it was my birthday. So I was like, it's my birthday. Yes. Look, let me tell you something about Miss Sophia and Funky Dineva going back and forth. That thing is something to be seen. The two of them get to going back and forth. Let me tell y'all something. They were going back and forth one time, and Miss Sophia called Funky Dineva funeral home Barbie. Yeah. I must have laughed for 20 minutes on that one. I must have laughed. Said funeral home Barbie. Y'all, do y'all know how funny that shit is to me? Anyway, I think so too, Dre. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. I do think Maddie is better without Kaya, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I watched the show when it was the two of them. I did. But there were times when I would fast forward through Kaya, because it's only but so much of that I can take. There's only but so much of that venomness. You know, I get about reading and all that. Like, I understand all that about reading, roasting and gagging. I get it. But sometimes it gets to a point where it was too much for me. I ain't speaking for nobody else. It was too much for me. So I'm cool with her by herself. Oh, thank you. That's right. Yep. Thank y'all. Yep. Hit that notification, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yep. And some people do, but I don't. And that's not even no shade. Like, everybody got their own cup of tea. She just wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not some people's cup of tea. That's cool. It is what it is. It is what it is. But the interview with Oliver was cool. Again, Oliver was another one. What you see is what you get. He's a really cool guy. There was no pretentiousness with him either. He came right up to me and spoke to me when he saw me, when he came in with Maddie. As soon as he was working, but as soon as he had a break, he came right over to me and gave me a hug and spoke to me. And like I said, he said he promised me an interview, and he made it happen. Because I even told him, I said, if you don't have time, it's okay. Like, I understand you're working, you don't have time. He was like, oh no, I told you we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And we did it. And y'all saw we had a good time. It was real light. How just Shelly, I did. Well, I didn't make a grand announcement that it was my birthday. You know what I'm saying? But I did. I said it on Instagram to Craig and Gio, but they might not have known it was me and made a connection. But it's cool. It was cool. Me being there was my birthday gift. I ain't need nobody. I don't need no shouts outs or nothing like that. I had me a good time. I was glad James had a good time. You know, and y'all know he came as Milan to the Queen's Supreme Court. If y'all seen the clips that are on Instagram, you see James as Milan. And he got a chance to participate, and one got to go, and that was funny. Because, he loves Maddie too, and he loves Funky Dineva, and he got a chance to meet Funky Dineva. He said he had met Maddie before, but he got an opportunity to meet Funky Dineva, and so it was cool. It was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, I agree, Ebony. That's what I'm saying. Like, roasting and gagging is cool, but when it gets to a vicious level, it's not funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for a good joke. I'm all for a good read. Like, we all do it. But there's a level for me. That's why when she tried to blame Maddie for losing that Pride gig, I'm like, do you know how many people you offend on a daily basis? What made you think Maddie had time? Other people probably did, but what made you think Maddie did? Do you know how many people you offend? Like, do you understand how many people you offend? So, yes, baby. And I didn't even know. I mean, obviously I knew James was coming. We went together, but I didn't know he was doing Milan until he was on his way and was like, yeah, I got my dress with me. I was like, your dress? He was like, yeah, I got to finish making my dress. I said, is Milan coming out to play? He was like, yeah, she's going to go to the Queen Supreme. I said, okay, Milan showing up for the Queen Supreme Court. So I didn't even know Milan was going until James was, like I said, I knew James was coming. We bought our tickets together. I knew he was coming, but I didn't know he was, Milan was coming to play. Yes, Milan made it. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And yeah, it was cool. It was a really good moment. And Oliver, the interview with Oliver was really good. And of course, I'm so appreciative of James for connecting it to his platform and giving other people the opportunity to see it. And I saw Oliver even came into the chat the day when the interview premiered. I sent him a message on IG and he was still up and he actually came into the chat as well. So it was good. It was really good. It was really good. Hold on a second, y'all. I hate to be rude, but I got to respond to this text real quick. Sorry, y'all. I hate to be rude. Sorry. Hold on, I'm almost done. What else is in there? Something else. Sorry, I'm trying to. Yeah, I know I had like a little get together at my house last night, and I'm trying to give away the rest of that stuff. So somebody just texted me and was like, "What is it?" So I'm trying to tell them so they can come and get this shit because I don't need all that. Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. My rude. Yes, Oliver was spilling some tea. No, I did not see the super trailer, but Shiraz sent me a message wanting me to do a review of the Meet the Cast, and I haven't had a chance to go back and look at it. Did they do like an in-depth Meet the Cast, or was it just that quick snippet to show you who? Because how am I review? I don't know how to review that. But I will go look at the super trailer. You see, they dropped the trailer for Power too. For those of you that look at Power, they dropped the trailer for Greenleaf, and I saw the trailer for Power on Instagram today. So for y'all, hey Tammy, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think G Status is looking. Yeah, I think G Status got a little upgrade as well this season. I hope that thank you so much, Jamila. You guys, I had so much fun doing that interview. I really did. It was so easy. Oliver was so easy to talk to because y'all saw a lot of times he was just talking. And a couple of times I tried to say, okay, Oliver, you gotta go. He was like, oh no, I got a few more minutes. Y'all know he got cussed out, right? I told y'all that. He got cussed out because he was late getting to the venue messing with me. I felt bad. But I was like, Oliver, you gotta go. He was like, oh no, I got a few more minutes. He was late getting there, y'all. Thank you, Jamila. Welcome. You said you're new. Welcome, Tammy. Welcome, Jamila. How you guys doing? Welcome everybody to the room. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see what Greenleaf is going to be about, and then Power. 50 Cent said something about maybe this won't be the last season for Power, but I think it needs to be. I think we're good. I like Power, but I kind of think you've told the story. I don't know if there's a whole lot more they can give us. I don't know if there's a whole lot more they can give us. Oh, for real, Jamila, you have to go back and check. You have to go back and check. Go on YouTube. It's a YouTube show called Chasing Atlanta, and he's on there. He's on season 3, and so that's where he's from. It's a YouTube series. When what starts, Power or Greenleaf? Greenleaf starts September. Power, I think, is in August. I'm not sure the exact date. Hey, Seeing Stars. I'm not sure the exact date of August. But G Status. Yeah, they said coming in the fall. I thought they were going to start back up in the summer because last year they started in the summer. But they're going to be, if they start in the fall, they're going to be competing with Chase and Dallas, which is fine by me. I mean, fine by me. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing, girl? How you doing? So, all right, y'all, let's get to some of these hashtags. What y'all think about this Chris Brown thing? Um, what y'all think about this Chris Brown thing? You don't watch Power or Greenleaf? Oh wow, girl, you better get into it. Sorry. Um, yeah, Greenleaf is great TV, Ebony. You need to get into that, girl. It's great TV. Let me tell y'all something about the Chris Brown thing. Okay, so here's my 2 cents on the Chris Brown thing. So he had a lyric where he said that he only want to, f with the light skin or the girls with the good hair, whatever. That's his prerogative. That's how I feel about it. My problem though is what Tokyo Vanity was saying that he actually does stop, dark skinned women from being in his section at the club and stuff like that. I think that's a bit much. But it's still his prerogative. It might be an asshole thing to do, but it's his prerogative to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a preference. But I do think that your lyrics hey Carolyn, I didn't know you were in the hospital, you were in a nursing home. I didn't know that. Oh, blessings. Blessings to you. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad you're back home. My gosh, I did not know. I'm definitely glad you're back home. Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. Gonna keep that in prayer. Yeah, for you. Hmm. Oh, your mama's back home. Oh, okay. I mean, still, definitely, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad your mama's back home. That's good to hear. I don't know why I thought you said you. I read it wrong because I was like, I didn't know that. But you did. Okay, yeah, mama is finally back. Okay. Well, yes, blessing to your mom. I'm definitely glad she's back home and well. That's good to hear. That is definitely good to hear. I lost my train of thought. Oh, Chris Brown. I just feel like this is how I feel about Chris Brown. Why are we still worried about Chris Brown? Like if ain't nobody cancel Chris Brown after he beat Rihanna's ass, then and after the way he treated Karuchi, like, are we surprised? Like, are we surprised that this is how he feels? Are we surprised that he would write lyrics like this? Are we surprised that this is something he would do? Everybody has I say, have you won it? But it's crazy that other than Riri, he don't date black girls. I mean, again, if that's his preference, that's his preference. You know what I'm saying? But the way I look at it is, it was an asshole thing for him to say it. It was an asshole thing for him to say it. But I just feel like if we ain't cancel him after all the other stuff he done, we gonna cancel him over this. I mean, I personally don't listen to a bunch of Chris Brown music, but he ain't my thing. I was grown when Chris Brown was hitting this thing. Y'all know I'm old, so hey Regina. Yes, Milan was looking good at the Queen Supreme Court. Yes. It is colorism. It's very much colorism. Yeah, his daughter, yeah. Regine is a little chocolate, ain't she? She a little chocolate. I mean, she ain't dark skin or nothing, but she definitely not on that light skin. I wouldn't call her light skin. Yeah, I mean that's my only thing about Chris Brown. I just feel like, do we expect more from him? Like, do we really expect more from him? I mean, look at who he dates. He's been clear about what his preference is and who he dates and what he wants. But I just feel like, again, where I'm sitting, he has a right to his opinion. It's just an asshole opinion. And colorism is definitely alive and well. And I think it's a level of self hate. I feel like it's a level of self hate. When you get to that point where you cannot, that you don't want to date dark skinned women in your own race. I just feel like it's a level of self hate. You can call me Chris. if you want, you can call me Chris. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people, that's I feel the same way, Shelly. Like, do I think it's an ignorant mindset? Yeah, I think it's an ignorant mindset, but that's your mindset. That's how you feel. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know, if you feel like you only want to date, like I have a preference on who I date, you know, and I'm sure people have a preference on what they date, but it's just, I don't know, I guess him saying it. And then again, the whole keeping people out of the VIP that aren't. But again, do y'all think he's the only person that does that? Please, please, please be clear that he is not the only celebrity that does that, that keeps certain people out of his VIP, of his area where he wants them. Trust me when I tell you that. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. Exactly. Exactly. Virginia, you from? Because they down Virginia, right? Down in the Norfolk area. Isn't that where Chris Brown is from? Richmond, Norfolk, down that way. Shelly said, "I got who I need, so they can have what they want." I know that's right. I mean, you know, again, I just feel like, again, I'm not even so concerned about his preference so much as how he treats them. That's my thing. Like you can have your preference all you want, but it's really about how are you treating these people? How you treating these women? Because again, we've definitely seen the tendencies. Now it's been a long time since we heard anything about Chris Brown, but about, you know, Chris Brown with other women or whatever. But there's definitely a tendency. He definitely got a tendency. Yeah, they're down in Virginia, down that way, down the Virginia way. Yeah. All right. Well, let's stay on the color line. They still mad about the Little Mermaid, ain't they? They still mad about the Little Mermaid. Hey, Tammy. Um. Okay, so thank you. You said you're new to the channel, so thank you. I'm gonna get back to you, Tammy. Exactly, Shelly. That is I mean, in all reality, that's it. Like we all have preferences. I don't have a problem with him having a preference. I don't even have a problem with him, you know, saying he has a preference. It's just I just feel like it's just it's an asshole way of saying it, but you know, everybody got a different cup of tea. Everybody got a different cup of tea. Um, so Tammy, about myself, I got into doing YouTube. I still do. I do a podcast. I used to do a radio show, is what I used to do. I used to do a radio show. I was the only female, and it was two guy co-hosts. And I always felt like we would get to the end of the show, and I always felt like it was so much more I wanted to say that I didn't quite get it out. And so my co-host was like, "Why don't you start a podcast?" So I actually started a podcast with me and my girlfriends. We would just sit around, just talking about what we wanted to talk about, you know, things that were going on. I live in the DMV, so we would talk about stuff in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We talked about stuff that was going on in the news. We talked about female relationship stuff. Um, and that sort of evolved over time. And then the suggestion was made for me to start doing YouTube. And for a long time, I didn't want to do YouTube because I didn't want my face out there. Because the podcast is just your voice. So for a long time, I didn't do YouTube. I didn't want to do it. And then I just decided to start doing it. I just started doing videos. I just started doing reviews and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. I've been doing it. I've been doing YouTube for a little over a year now. So that's just it. That's it. Ain't a whole lot more. A little bit about me. Live in the DMV area. Grew up, born and raised here. You know, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. You know, I don't understand what the issue is. I mean, I do. Oh, for real? Thank Yana. I'm so happy to hear that. Hey, Mimi, if y'all remember, we did a live a few weeks ago, and Yana was having a lot of issues with her nephew and the school doing him wrong, and she got a lot of suggestions and a lot of information on that I keep saying podcast on that live. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear it. I am so glad to hear it because that's what he needs. And y'all just have to stay on the school and make sure that the school enforces that IEP. Because again, having the IEP is a good start, but now they got to enforce the IEP. Okay. Make sure that your nephew has a BIP, which is a behavior intervention plan, so that when he starts acting out, which sounds like that was one of the issues that he was acting out, that there is a plan in place of how they're going to address the behavior so that they don't just say, oh my God, he's cutting up, he got to go home. Nope. There's a plan. But I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I don't see what the problem is. I honestly, it wasn't until I started seeing this stuff pop up on YouTube. I mean, on not YouTube, on the internet. I'm like, why are we mad that the Little Mermaid is black? Like, really? Are we really mad that the mermaid is black? The Little Mermaid is black? I'm more mad that Maddie didn't ain't Ursula. I'm more mad that Maddie ain't Ursula than who the Little Mermaid is. I could care less about who the Little Mermaid is. I don't care. But clearly somebody does, y'all. They big mad. I mean, they starting Facebook groups and everything else. I mean, come on, y'all. Very good. That's right. You keep advocating for your nephew because again, we can't keep losing our little black boys. We can't keep doing it. And the schools will. And I work there, but I've been on both sides of the coin, so I know that's what they'll do. Oh, thank you, Tammy. You know what? I enjoy it. I'll be honest with you. I do enjoy it. I'm enjoying being on YouTube. I'm enjoying, meeting people and all that good stuff. So, hey, what's up, Quintessential? How you doing, babe? Yes, that's why I said I'm more mad about Maddie not being Ursula than I am about who's gonna be the Little Mermaid. I can care less. Right. I was confused too, because that's exactly who I thought they were saying too. I thought they were saying Halle Berry at first too. And I was like, Halle Berry? Halle Berry ain't gonna be nobody's damn mermaid. But then I saw that it was Halle from Halle and Chloe, because I did the same thing. But a lot of people did. I think a lot of people was Googling Halle Berry thinking that that's who it was. Baby. Yeah, we can't do that. That is not cool. No, not Halle Berry. Halle Berry done already fucked up X-Men. We can't have her messing up nothing else. Okay. Hey, Shauna, how you doing? Yes, I'm still celebrating. I had people over my house last night. We was playing cards and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not Halle Berry. It's Halle from Chloe and Halle. If you look at Grownish, they're on Grownish. They're Beyonce's artist. They're signed under her label. Was it Parkwood? Yeah, I think a lot of people thought it was Halle Berry, because I thought it was Halle Berry at first too. I mean, I could see Latrice Royale as well, but Maddie already know the daggone script. Maddie already know the script. But yeah, I definitely would love to have seen that. But Melissa McCarthy, that's who's gonna put people in the seats. Everybody like Melissa McCarthy. She's a name. She's funny. So I think she'll do a good job. I just wish it were, Maddie, but she'll do a good job. Baby. Ain't it too much controversy over a cartoon character? I'm like, really? It is a damn cartoon. Let it go. And then they talking about keep Ariel white. Like, they have a whole Facebook group, y'all. People just got too much time. People just got too much time. Y'all made a Facebook group. Y'all think Disney did not know what Disney was doing before they did this? Y'all think they did not do focus groups, weigh the pros and the cons? Y'all really think Disney did not plan this out and don't know what they're doing? Really, Disney? Disney? Come on now. Disney know what they're doing. Disney knows exactly what they're doing. And you think a little Facebook group is going to change that? Not at all. No ma'am. No ma'am. Yeah, she's gonna do a good job. I just hope she acts better than her mentor. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Danish. Danish? Right. It's right. Exactly. Ebony said it's a narrative of women jealous of a black woman magic, so she steals her voice to get her man. Well, better pay attention. You're right, quintessential. People need to be paying attention to the politics of what's going on around us. Or we're gonna mess around and have Trump for another 4 years. You ain't lying about that one. You ain't lying about that one. That's the truth roof. That is the truth roof. People need to be paying attention. They absolutely do. Yeah, I just think, in the last couple of years, we know that racism ain't gone nowhere. Now we know that. We know racism was alive and well. We know what we dealt with Barack Obama as president. But it seems like with Trump, it has given people license to just be outright racist. Like this, you know what I'm saying? They just gonna tell you they racist, which I'd rather you tell me how you feel about me. Don't go behind my back talking shit. I'd rather you let me know to my face that you don't like black people. That's cool, because then we can start somewhere with that. But it just seems like in this new world that we're living in, it's just become so much more acceptable to just be racist. Just, you know what I mean? Just gonna be racist. So absolutely has been amplified. So that's exactly where I just feel like these are just a symbol of what's going on. It's a bigger symbol to what's going on. That's why when stuff like Chris Brown, it doesn't bother me. You, from the point of view of you have a right to have a preference. It just further separates us. It just further creates that strife. When right now we need to really be coming together. All right, I ain't gonna get too deep. Colorism is definitely an issue. It always has been. Colorism has been an issue. I mean, we know. Always has been. We can go back to the continent. We can go back to Africa with the colorism issue. It's always been. Always been. What time up? I'm going to look at the G Status trailer, y'all. I'll see what they're talking about. Disney knows exactly what they're doing. Again, you mean to tell me that y'all think a multi-billion-dollar company like Disney did not weigh pros and cons, did not figure out what they needed to do, how they were going to market it, what it was going to look like? Come on, y'all, stop it. And when I say y'all, I don't mean the people in this room. I just mean in general. Like, y'all really think Disney didn't know Disney knew exactly what they were doing. Exactly what they were doing. Please stop it. But his was funny. Ain't nobody had no problem with the Lion King. Y'all was cool with that, right? I ain't hear nobody arguing that, Simba was supposed to be white. I ain't hear nobody talking about that. Y'all was cool with all of that though, right? Yeah, Dre, we was talking about the Little Mermaid, Ariel. Is that her name? Ariel. I ain't seen the cartoon in 5,000 years. I don't think I've seen it since it first came out, which was what, 15, 20 years ago? I don't think I've seen it since then. I mean, it's just like, it's okay. I don't know. People, I just didn't understand. Y'all, I just didn't see it coming. Disney has had exactly what? One black princess? One black princess. And the one black princess, she did voodoo. And she still didn't get a black prince at the end of the day. She still didn't get a black prince. And she was a frog half the movie. That's what we got, Disney. That's all we got from Disney. So if Disney won't give us another one, I'm here for it. Fine by me. Of course, they don't mind us playing animals. They don't mind us playing anything that doesn't threaten them and threaten their comfort. Not the orange green popsicle. Right. We had one black princess. I love The Lion King. I can't wait to see it next week. I really hope Beyonce don't fuck it up, y'all. Y'all know I ain't no Beyonce fan and she can't act. So I really, really hope Beyonce don't fuck it up. The only good thing is that Nala don't have that much of a role in the original movie. In the original cartoon, you saw Nala a little bit at the beginning playing with Simba, and then you saw Nala at the end when Simba came back. And you might have seen a little bit when Nala was starving because stupid Scar didn't know what he was doing. She's not a main character. So I just hope she don't fuck it up. That's all I'm gonna say. Brandy, you right. I forgot. Brandy did play Cinderella. You right. You right. We did have a Brandy. Yeah, you right. We had that. We had that. And they did a good job with that Brandy movie or with that Cinderella movie because it was a multi cast. Remember, Whoopi Goldberg was the queen and she was married to Jason Alexander, so they were black and white couple. They did a really good job of blending that when they did the movie. I forgot. You're right. I did forget about that. Right, right, quintessential. What the hell is a mermaid? Let's talk about it. What is a mermaid? Does a mermaid really have a race? It's a sea animal. Does it really have a race? I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I think I'm gonna take my dad to go see it because my dad loves the Lion King. We saw the Lion King on Broadway, the show, and all of that. So I think we're gonna I'm gonna take my dad to see it. Like I said, I just hope that y'all's Queen Bee don't fuck it up. Right. Well, again, they were just trying to be multiracial, Ebony, because I was thinking the same thing. Do they show the Cinderella, the Brandy Cinderella? Does it come on like Nickelodeon or the Disney Channel and stuff like that? I don't know. Y'all know I don't have no children, so I don't know nothing about what goes on them channels. I saw the Princess and the Frog, and like I said, I saw the Little Mermaid, but I saw the Little Mermaid so many years ago. I couldn't. I mean, I know the story, the basic storyline, but who knows? Who remembers any of that shit? I don't remember half that stuff. I don't remember half that stuff. BET doesn't play it, so not the Little Mermaid, the Cinderella movie doesn't come on. Hmm. I know I haven't seen it in forever. I haven't been looking for it either, but I haven't seen the Cinderella movie. That is interesting. So it doesn't come on Disney or anything. ABC Family, because it came on ABC when it first, because that's a Disney owned network. Okay, see, it used to come on ABC Family. Okay, all right. I'm surprised they don't play it more because of Whitney Houston and everything. Hey, Mama Six, what's up, girl? You know what? I still haven't seen Sparkle, the remake of Sparkle, because I like the original so much. So I haven't seen that Whitney movie, the remake of Sparkle. But I think I've seen the other movies that she was in. Bodyguard, Waiting to Exhale, The Preacher's Son. I mean, The Preacher's Wife. What else? I think that was it, right? Yeah, they played The Preacher's Wife around Christmas. Well, it's a Christmas movie. Right. I wasn't interested in seeing the remake of Sparkle because Sparkle is one of my favorite movies and I didn't want them to mess it up. So I haven't seen it yet. I think I saw like bits and pieces of it at one time. I was somewhere where it was on in the background. So I saw a few little scenes from it, but I haven't really looked at it. Because I'm not interested in, I don't want them messing up my movies. And Sparkle, that's one of my movies right there. Yeah, I saw a few bits and pieces of it. Just a little bit. Ooh, I didn't know you. Oh, wow. You don't have no babies. Yeah, see, I mean, my nephew, I'll probably start getting into kids' movies again because I know my nephew is 1.5. Well, he's almost 2. He'll be 2 in September. So I've been reintroduced to some stuff. Like I done seen more Sesame Street, I think, in the last year than I done seen in 20 years. So I'm starting to get reintroduced to kids stuff, but just on general, I ain't seen no kids movies. I don't know nothing about a whole bunch of kids movies or TV channels or TV shows like that Disney star that they said died in his sleep. I don't know who that is. I don't even know who that little boy is. I mean, I'm sorry to hear about it, but I don't know who he is. Oh, Ebony, that is my favorite movie of all time. Imitation of Life. That is my favorite movie. Oh my gosh. But the one with Mahalia Jackson. That's the one. The one I love is the one with Mahalia Jackson. Baby, when she falls on that coffin at the end and she's talking about Mama, I'm sorry, Mama, I'm sorry. With Mahalia Jackson in the background. Baby. Mm, mm, mm. Who's Daniel Caesar? I don't know who that is. His new album flops. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna have to Google him. Who's Daniel Caesar? Let me Google him real quick. My friend Mr. Google won't tell me who that is. I don't know who these people are. He's a singer from Canada. That's what you're talking about. He's a singer from Canada. Why he tell us to can't? Why do he want to be canceled? I don't know that whole story. Yeah, I don't know that story. Ebony, I don't know nothing about it. Yes, that's the best part right there. That's the best part. He had a song with her. Okay, he was defending this white girl after she was being racist. Oh well, there you go. I hope that white girl gonna buy your albums then if that's what it was. Oh well, there you go. I mean, you gotta be careful what you put out there. You gotta. I didn't know who that was. I didn't know that story. You gotta be careful what you put out there. But yes, Imitation of Life. That is my favorite movie of all time. I can look at it 5,000 times. Imitation of Life, Mahogany, Five Heartbeats. I could look at them 5 million times. I could look at those movies 5 million gazillion times over, and I have. I have. My son is 20, and his generation is upset about the Little Mermaid. What? Oh wow. Yeah. Imitation of Life can get me crying every time I watch it. Yes, it brings tears to my eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So your son is upset about the whole Little Mermaid thing too, Regina? I don't get it. One of those Disney stars died in his sleep. I forget his name. Young man, he was 20, and he starred on one of those Disney shows. Again, I didn't know who he was. It's been all over, like all over today. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, for people who, hey, little baby, how you doing, boo? Yeah, for people who knew who he was, I'm sorry for it. But they said he died in his sleep, so it'll be very interesting to see what the cause of death was. It'll be very interesting to see what the cause of death was. Yep. And we talked about that a little bit at the Queen Supreme Court about do we as the public have a right to know that information, like how somebody dies? Like, yes, it's public information, but should it be public information? Should that be something that's private for just the family and the authorities if they need to know that information? Should that be something that's public? A cause of death when a celebrity dies. Oh, he had a seizure due to an ongoing condition. Okay, okay. That's really sad. That's really, really sad to hear. That's the kind of stuff that scares me. Like, that's scary stuff right there. You know what I mean? That's scary. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah. So what do y'all think? Real quick, that's off topic, but what do y'all think? Do y'all think that we as the public have a right to know cause of death when, celebrities die or stuff like that? Do you think that's information that should be shared with us? Or is that just something that's private for the family? And if there's some foul play, the authorities and stuff like that. Is that something that the medical examiner need to be making press releases about people's cause of death? Because we talked about that a little bit. You know, as the public, of course, I want to hear it. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't necessarily think it's my business. I mean, if you're gonna tell me, I'm gonna listen, but I don't think it's. I agree with you, Shelly. I don't think it's our business. I think that's a family matter. I think it's a private family matter. And if they choose to tell us, that's on them. But I don't think that's our business to know. I really don't. I really don't think that's our business. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, little baby. Like I said, we're all curious, and I'm nosy. I can't speak for nobody else. I know I'm nosy. Of course, I want to know. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't feel like that's my. I don't feel like I need to know. Especially if it's not something people might be proud of. You know what I mean? As a people, we're just nosy. I think we should be private unless the family. Yeah, I'm actually torn about that. I don't think we have a right to know. Yeah, I just don't. Again, do I want to know? Of course, I want to know. I'm not gonna lie. Like I want to know, but I don't necessarily think it's our business to know. And especially when it's a family member of a celebrity, like that really ain't our business. That really ain't our business. You talking about somebody's cousin just because they related to somebody famous does not mean we really don't need to know their business. I just don't think we do. I agree, Shelly. Let people rest in peace. Let them rest in peace. Oh, that's how Lafayette died from alcohol withdrawal. Wow, wow. That's sad. But you know what? Okay, this one I'm confused, Shauna. I thought TMZ had the printer retraction because they originally said that she didn't die from an asthma attack. But I thought that TMZ ended up having the printer retraction and apologizing because they had wrong information. Did I get that wrong? Or did they just apologize because T.I. got in their ass? Because I thought that they printed a retraction because they were wrong. Because that's not how she didn't die from cocaine or whatever they said. I thought they had to print a retraction, not print, but make a retraction. I'll have to go back and look that up again. Because I remember TMZ coming back and apologizing to Ti, but I don't know if they apologized because it was just Ti he went in their ass, or if they were wrong. Oh, they did it just because Ti. Okay, that was wrong. That was so wrong. That was so not our business. Nothing about that situation was our business. I couldn't believe that Tim. That was dirty. Oh, Ludacris. Do what now? Right. That's what I thought, little baby. I thought there were no drugs involved. I thought that they had to come back and apologize and say, okay, now I'm confused. I'm gonna have to go look it up then. Ebony, you said that the info was right. They just apologized for reporting it. Okay. I have to go back and look it up. But I know they made an apology because TMZ don't apologize. TMZ does not apologize. They don't. Because I'm gonna tell you something, when I stopped looking at TMZ and following TMZ, when they was talking about my mayor and they wouldn't apologize when they called my mayor the crack mayor and they wouldn't apologize. I said, well, if you want to apologize, then fuck y'all. So I don't even watch. I don't be watching TMZ and looking at TMZ and all that. I mean, if I hear it, of course, I'm gonna listen, but I don't go looking for them because they was talking about my mayor and they wouldn't retract it. That's why I'm surprised they retracted that they apologized to Ti. Yeah, definitely was reporting it was out of line. It was definitely out of line. Lionel B has a new story about Ludacris and Lala. Eh, That's what I'm gonna say about the whole. Because I was going to talk about Ludacris and Lala. I mean, not Ludacris, but just Lala. I know that Ludacris and Lala in the back in the day dated, or I shouldn't say I know. I heard that they dated back in the day, but I did not know that the rumor was that they're still messing around with each other. Because isn't Ludacris happily married? We know Lala ain't been happily married in a long time. Their marriage has been on life support for a long time. I think they were just trying to keep up appearances. Maybe they were doing it for their son, but their marriage has been, please, that thing been on life support forever. And at a certain point, you just gotta let it go and be like, you know what? We tried our best, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna have to wrap this thing up because okay, because when what happened when they separated before? Remember a few years back, Lala and Carmelo Anthony separated, and then they tried. I guess they were getting back together to work it out. I didn't feel like then it was gonna do nothing. I said that ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't going nowhere. I just didn't feel like I just didn't feel like it was gonna work out. And maybe I shouldn't feel that way. Maybe that's not a nice way to think, but I ain't feel like that was gonna work out. But I know that back in the day, Ludacris and Lala hooked up, but I didn't know they were still messing. Oh, that's about to be dirty. I'm gonna have to go check that story out. I didn't know about that. Ooh. I never looked at their show on I never looked at her reality show. I looked at like maybe one or two episodes. So, but I'm just saying I follow basketball, and so I kind of follow that a little bit. And Lala's birthday party, he wasn't at her party, but then they had pictures of him on a yacht with this other woman who supposedly he was there with that woman and her husband, but it ain't no husband in none of them pictures. It's just it's just Carmelo and this woman in a thong bikini. My thing is, even if it was innocent, the appearance of impropriety is a problem. And the fact that it was my birthday and you weren't with me, forget all the rest of that shit. It was my birthday and you weren't with me. Cool. Yeah, I think Lala's pretty, but like her acting roles have been, whatever. She does okay in Power, but like when she was in Act Like a Man or whatever, like she wasn't really doing a whole lot for me. She wasn't really doing a whole lot for me. But I don't dislike her. Like I like Lala, but I have a problem with any woman that allows themselves to continue to be looked foolish. You know what I'm saying? And Carmelo Anthony has showed time and time again that he has no respect for her. That's how I feel about it. You know, how many times you gonna let this man disrespect you? That's you know what I mean? How many times you gonna let this man disrespect you? How many times you gonna let this man uh make you look foolish, basketball wife or not? I just feel like, why do we keep excusing bad behavior just because they're temptations? I mean, will we excuse an alcoholic who keeps getting drunk just because the temptation is there? No. You expect somebody when they say, okay, I'm going to get clean, it's a struggle. Don't get me wrong, it's a struggle, but don't act like it's acceptable for a man to cheat on his wife just because he plays in the NBA or he plays football. Like, come on now. That's not acceptable. That's not okay. And I feel like we just give men too many passes by saying, oh, well, just because women be throwing it at them, it's hard to resist. Sure, it's hard to resist, but ain't nobody tell you, like, you married me. You married me. You married me knowing you were an NBA player. So you knew what the temptations were when we hooked up. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like we make too many hold on, I missed it. Let me see what. Hold on, I missed what Rashida said. Everybody saying, yeah, Rashida. What I missed? I missed what she said. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I missed what Rashida said. Oh, okay. But that's what a lot of them do. A lot of them put up with the bad behavior because of the perks. And again, just like with the whole Chris Brown thing, I am not judging you. If you are willing to put up with bad behavior because you like the perks of being married to a basketball player, football player, celebrity, whatever, if you're cool with that, that's fine. But then what you're not going to do is cry on the back end and garner sympathy on the back end if you allow the behavior on the front end. That's just how I feel about it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'm not judging anybody, but it's all about decisions that you choose to make. If you say, okay, well, this is just a part of the lifestyle that I've signed up for and I got to accept it, okay. But my thing is, would you accept that same lifestyle if he was, making minimum wage, working down, I don't want to talk about nobody's job, but working somewhere else? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't accept it. So why you accept it just because you're living in a mansion and you're driving a nice car and, you can go shopping when you want to? But again, if that's what you choose to accept, cool. But you can't come back later and complain about it. You chose to accept it. Right. I mean, age difference is what it is. If you fall in love with somebody that's younger than you or older than you, that is what it is. But again, y'all were together long enough that you knew what he was getting. Rashida needs to get rid of. Well, Rashida ain't going nowhere. And again, Shauna, that's what I'm saying. Some people are cool with that, and some people say the same thing. Like, look, just don't embarrass me. Just don't put me out there like that. Just don't make me look crazy. So even if that's where Lala Anthony was coming from, guess what? He did. He embarrassed you. He made you look crazy. He got you out here, people laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the fact that she's rumored to be sleeping with Ludacris is good enough for her. I don't know. Yeah, Emily, that's a mess. That is a mess. That man knocked your damn teeth out. And then you married him? Oh, Jay-Z still cheating? I thought he would have stopped cheating by now. Emily B, y'all, but you know what? Okay, let's get on the couch for a second. Isn't that a deep psychological issue that you are okay with that behavior? And then her family? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all think Jay-Z still cheating on Beyonce? For real? Y'all know I could care less. But y'all, when you have a cookout or something and you end up with a bunch of extra stuff. Oh, I got all this extra stuff. I feel like with Jay-Z, I agree. I agree with you. I feel like he has women, one or two women, whoever, that know their place, know their role, and they're not gonna step out. They understand what it is, and they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna step out. Whatever happened when she caught him before, whatever he was slipping, I don't know. But I agree. I agree and I agree. I feel like that's the way for a lot of celebrities who keep their business in check. Like, again, they cheating, okay, fine, but they don't do it in a way in which it's embarrassing or it gets back to, you know what I'm saying? We hear about it all the time. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hell, he was cheating on his wife with the damn maid and had a child older than half their kids. We ain't hear nothing about it until they was getting divorced. We ain't hear nothing about that whole situation until they was getting divorced. That baby was in his teens when we found out about that situation. So I think people have a way of keeping certain things if they want to. Not Nas need to go sit down somewhere. Nas on y'all. Okay, this is coming from somebody that don't have no money. So I ain't gonna sit here and say what I would or wouldn't do for a good lifestyle. Okay. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I wouldn't enjoy a nice lifestyle where I don't have to worry about how I'm paying my bills and all that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that. Okay, let's be real. But I would like to believe that there's certain things that I'm just not gonna allow to happen to me. Y'all know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Hey, Jonathan. I did. I went to bed and you went to A&T, Aggie Pride. What's up? What's up, my Aggie brother? To let him cheat in peace. Yes. Yes. Yes, he was cheating with the maid. She had a baby and everything. Had a baby and everything. And she played her position. What's up, Richard? She played her position. I'm sure he cut her off a nice little piece of something, nice little check every month. And she played her position. And you ain't hear nothing about it till they was getting ready to get divorced. You didn't hear nothing. And you mean to tell me that Maria Shriver didn't know? Hell yeah, she knew. Hell yeah, she knew. Oh, thank you, Richard. Love you too. Love you too. Yeah, that baby looked just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sure did. Sure did. That's how I know Maria knew about that damn baby. She knew about that baby. But again, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm naive to what men do and women too. I'm not gonna pretend like that. But again, it's all about handling your business in a way in which it's not embarrassing to either party involved. You know what I'm saying? So, did y'all see what Kobe Bryant just had another baby? I guess he enjoying retirement. Oh no, I would do that, Shauna. Oh, I absolutely would do that. Oh, don't get that twisted. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that I'm good. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that I'm good. Absolutely, I'm gonna make sure that I'm good. Yes, Shawnee O'Neal. She put all her ducks in a row. She sure did. She sure do. She sure did. She absolutely did. And there've been other people that do that. They put their ducks in a row and they make sure that they're good to go before they go out and they divorce. What's up? Hey, what's up, Teddy? See, look at this. I was getting ready to get off of here. Yeah, they've had two babies since he was accused of rape. They've had two babies. And let's be clear, he had sex with that woman. It was just a question about whether it was consensual or not. He absolutely had sex with that woman. So again, she stayed with her husband and they done had two more babies since then. Again, not my business. If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. No, Kobe had another baby with his wife. No, no, no. I ain't saying about no side babies. He had another baby with his wife. And Teddy, we kind of just all over the place. We were talking about colorism, and then we talking about now we talking about Lala. Then we got on Lala Anthony, and we sort of just talking about cheating and what we'll put up with in a relationship, what we won't put up with, and how people with money put up with a little bit more for the comfort. And again, I'm not judging nobody for doing it, but people put up with a little bit more for the comfort. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, Jay Z. That's exactly my point, Mimi. It's a lot of. Let me tell y'all something, and I've been saying this for 20 years. Whoever, and I'm just using this as an example, y'all. Whoever Luther Vandross ever dated, he must have taken very good care of those people because nobody has ever come out and done any type of tell-all book on Luther Vandross and his secret homosexuality life. Okay, ain't nobody ever come out and tell his business. So that's what I mean. Whoever he was dealing with must have taken very good. He took very good care of them because none of them have ever felt the need to tell his business. I've always respected Robin, Whitney's best friend, even though now I hear she is getting ready to write a book. But for a very long time, she never spoke on nothing dealing with Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, or none of that. She never spoke on it. She never talked about it. And so I always respected that part of it, that people who don't tell it, but that's how you know they being taken care of. Especially if they, some of these hoes out here, that's how you know they being taken care of, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Is Girl, you mean women Jay-Z has hoes. I believe they know their position and exactly. Exactly. I'm talking about anybody that Luther Vandross dated. I mean, it was like a well-kept secret that Luther Vandross was gay, but we've never heard anybody tell no story about Luther Vandross' secret lover or none of that. Like, we never heard none of that. So I'm just saying I'm talking about how people take care of to make sure that their story doesn't get told, even after death. Even after death, people have kept certain secrets about other people. I mean, it really wasn't until Patti LaBelle said, yeah, Luther Vandross was gay, and that was what, last year she finally said something. Up until that point, nobody's ever spoken on Luther Vandross being gay. I've never heard nobody publicly speak on it or heard any tell-all interviews about Luther Vandross or nothing like that. I'm just using him as an example, y'all. There are plenty of people that we could talk about. I'm just using him as an example. George Jefferson, I never heard nothing. I did not know he was gay. I did not know George Jefferson was gay, y'all. Same thing, but you're right. Sherman Hemsley. We never heard none of those tell-all books and all of that. I'm just saying that there are some people who are cool with being the other woman. They know their position. They know their place. They're not trying to be nothing different. They're not trying to be the main woman. They cool with that. And they get taken care of. And as long as they play their position, they know they good. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, and again, I'm not judging you. Because it's women out here being the other woman for free. So I ain't judging you if you're the other woman and you making sure you get taken care of. Hell, people do it for free. Right. And Sherman Hemsley, from my understanding, uh, he had a long-term lover, I believe, if I'm wrong. Oh, but I don't know if I'm wrong or not. But I believe he had a long-term lover. So yeah, he was. Lord, yeah. Yeah, Carl, father from Family Matters, he was gay. Yep, I heard that. Um, but yeah, these people have their secret stories, their secret lives, and I'm just saying that they have chosen to be with people that respect that much about them. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So when I hear about these people who want to do these tell-all stories and they selling their story to TMZ or selling their story, but I'm like, these hoes ain't loyal. You know what I'm saying? These hoes ain't loyal. Exactly, little baby. Exactly. Exactly. They know their position. The old hoes know how to play the game. Right. AC Collins never came out, talked about, even though OJ was trying to set him up for the giddy up. Yeah, Freddie Jackson is clearly gay. Clearly gay. And again, I just think it's interesting that none of these stories, and I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I respect it. I respect it. But you're right. We need to get back to that. Oh, really, Teddy? See? And they know how to, and they know their position. They know they role. They know they role. They know their position. I bet it is. I bet it is. I bet it is. And like that was, but did y'all see that clip with Laverne Cox? And they said something about Lil Nas X, and she was like, "Well, I'm glad that he came out. Maybe that'll encourage more hip hop stars to come out." And the guy was like, "Oh, you think there are a lot of them that are gay?" And she gave him that look like, "Bitch, please." Hell yeah, a whole lot of them are gay. I think it has a lot to do with that, Shelly. I think it has a lot to do with we just older. There's just a certain respect level. Like even we look at the kids now and how they act. James talked about it in Swipe Left or whatever, like the cucumber challenge and the licking of the ice cream and like it's just people doing anything for a like and a view. And I'm like, where's your self-respect? Like where's your respect for who you are and respect for yourself? You know what I mean? It definitely has a lot to do with that. It definitely has a lot to do with age and just your respect level, but it also has to do with what they're being taught. Like and I say we collectively, not myself personally, but what are we doing to make sure that these kids are learning how to respect themselves? You know what I mean? What are we doing with our children? We talked about this a little bit last night. Too busy trying to be friends with their kids. Click view and a chicken wing. You ain't lying. Anything for fame. And this little girl, well, they said that she's a juvenile, so they can't charge her as an adult. But her ass about to go to court because you decided you wanted to go viral looking some damn ice cream. That's nasty. Because here's the thing. She could have done that exact same thing and made it look like that's what she did, but she really bought the ice cream. You can edit a video to make it look how you want to look. A lot of people don't know the art of discretion, Teddy. That's what a lot of them don't know. That's why everybody want to go because everybody think that 15 minutes they're gonna parlay it. Everybody can't parlay that 15 minutes. There's some people who do a good job of it, but there's way more people who done had their 15 minutes and don't nobody know who they are now versus the Cardi B's of the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, Cardi B is an anomaly. Everybody can't do what Cardi B did. She took her social media platform and parlayed it into Love and Hip Hop. She took Love and Hip Hop and parlayed it into a recording career that is taking her where she is now. Everybody can't do that. Everybody ain't gonna be the next Cardi B. Like, look how many of these people on Love and Hip Hop and everything else. Everybody in the studio making songs. Ain't nobody heard nothing. Have y'all heard half these damn songs? They everybody in the studio. Everybody's in the studio. I ain't heard a damn song yet. Only song I have heard was Bodak Yellow. I ain't heard a damn song yet. Everybody in the studio. I feel them, Teddy. I would too. If I were a celebrity and I had a secret to keep, whether it was whatever that secret was, it don't even have to be my sexuality, just my secret to keep. Trust and believe. Ain't no new. What Drake say? I don't need no new friends. I don't need nobody that I didn't already know. And I probably got some people in my past that would sell a story. I ain't gonna lie. I probably got some people in my past that was it ain't nothing to sell, but they would try to sell a story. But you got to be careful who you keep it in your circle. Exactly. They don't want all that. I mean, because Shelly, the thing is, yeah, Tokyo, but Tokyo was out before she went on Love and Hip Hop. But you're right, Tokyo got, and don't get me wrong, some of them do have singles. Like Spice got singles. I'm just being funny, but I'm saying a lot, there are more that don't than do. Let me just put it like that. I just read something. Oh, Shelly, I agree with you 100%, and that's part of my problem in dealing with education and dealing with children all day long and dealing with the parents. We just gotta and I say we, I'm saying we as a generation, we gotta do better with our kids. We've got to do better with our kids because we're setting them up. We are setting our kids up. We are setting our kids up every time. Same thing here, Teddy. We there. We both there. Um, Definitely got to be able to keep a secret when in different situations. So yeah, you right, we right there with that one. Um, we've got to do better with what we do with our kids. Every time you go up to the school and you cuss out an adult or you cuss, you know what I'm saying, and you show your ass, think about what you're showing your child. Every time you make an excuse for your child instead of chastising your child, think of what you're doing. What kids learn is I can do whatever I want to do. My mama gonna have my back. So in a school setting, you might think it's cute and all good and well, but what happens when they go get a job or try to get a job? What happens when they out here on the street? Like I tell my students all the time, this stuff that y'all do here in school, you are protected because you're in a school. You do that exact same thing across the street, you getting arrested. You get into a fight at school, it's just a fight, you get suspended, whatever. You get into a fight across the street at the 7-Eleven, oh, now it's a whole nother conversation. Now you might be facing charges. Remember, I worked at the jail. I saw kids come through there all the time that had gotten into a fight at the train station. Well, what a lot of people don't understand about DC is now you're dealing with federal property. Now you're dealing with federal charges because half of DC is federal land. So you out here getting in fights. You don't even know where you are and understand the gravity of it. You still in a cell phone. All I did was steal a phone. You stole $1,000 phone. So now it goes from being a misdemeanor to a felony because of the amount of what you took. In your mind, it was just an iPhone, but the value of that iPhone is $1,000. You see what I'm saying? But you steal a phone, you steal somebody's phone at school, and now it's, oh, we got to try to find the phone, whatever, whatever. Ain't no big consequence. Still that same phone across the street at the 7-Eleven, now you're looking at a felony. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So when you go up to the school, when your child has been accused of stealing something, and you go up to the school cussing out the teacher and cussing out the principal and being loud and ignorant, the lesson you have taught your child is what I did was okay. This generation, the generation doesn't scare me so much as I'm afraid for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid for them. Hey, Teddy. Let me tell you something, little baby. That's one of the worst things we have done to our children is everybody gets a fucking trophy. No, they don't. No, they don't. Right. That's what I'm saying, Shelly. The people who go on the show who are already celebrities, I'm not talking about them. And you're right. Spice is very well known. Very well known. I'm talking about people who go on there and they in the studio making all these singles and you ain't heard a song from them in 20 years. That's what I'm talking about. But Spice is very, very much a celebrity. You are absolutely correct. Um, but I'm talking about like the Cardi B's who nobody knew who she was. And she turned that 15 minutes into what we see now. Whether you like Cardi B or not, you can't take away her hustle. That's what I'm saying. But baby, you're right. That everybody gets a trophy. That is the worst. I mean, the worst thing we've done to our kids. Because at the end of the day, guess what? They are winners and they are losers. And our kids need to understand how to deal with defeat as well as how to deal with victory. And when we tell them that you win no matter what, we're doing them a disservice because you don't always win. You lose sometimes. And sometimes there can only be one damn winner. It can't be everybody. Everybody can't win. Everybody can't win. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. They done got rid of sliding board, the merry-go-round, the playground got to have the little soft stuff now. I remember, look, you know how many broken legs and broken arms that came off the playground from falling on the concrete, falling off the merry-go-round. Hell, even the seesaw gets you hurt up if the person jump off real quick. I mean, I understand safety, but again, it's like, damn. Now they did need to get rid of the hot ass damn slides. You know how many times my legs got burnt on them damn slides? Damn sun beating down on a metal slide. Who thought that was a good idea? Who thought a metal slide under the sun was a good idea? So I ain't mad about the slide. But seriously, y'all, and I'm saying this to you all as adults, like seriously, I get it that y'all love y'all kids, but take a breath before you run up to the school ready to cuss somebody out because little Johnny then called you crying and said they picking on him. Please take a breath. And I'm not always saying that the school is right either, because I've worked in education. I've seen both sides. I ain't saying that either. All I'm saying is take a breath before y'all run up to the school, because the message that you're sending your children is gonna get them in trouble. Yeah, them old you right. I'm surprised more people didn't die on them playgrounds. Lord have mercy. They did. Man. I mean. Woo! That's right. You right, Shelly. Tia Marie has had her problem is her mouth, her attitude. Again, she's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This woman had all the talent in the world, and she's been given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and she continues to squander and waste it because of her attitude and her somebody owes me something attitude. Now, the whole sex tape thing, that's a whole nother conversation. But she was signed to, you know, a great deal with what was it, Jay-Z, Rockefeller, whatever. Like she had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and she continued to waste those opportunities. She continued to squander them because she had that somebody, the world owes me something attitude. Don't nobody owe you shit. Don't nobody owe you shit. Right. You go for a job interview, guess what? Only one person getting that job. So when you have a child who, no matter what they've done their whole life, has always won because they got a trophy, how do they deal with that defeat? How do they deal with losing? See what I'm saying? Like, we've got to teach our children how to lose. That whole everybody gets a trophy. No. I remember when I played basketball, I was not good. Let me be real. I was not good. Okay. I played on the basketball team. Now, my basketball team won the championship. Was I instrumental in us winning that championship? I might have scored 8 points the whole damn season. I don't know. When we got our trophies, everybody on the team got a trophy. Just like If your team wins the Super Bowl, everybody on that team gets a Super Bowl ring. However, we had an MVP. We had a most improved. Like, you had certain categories where people could win. Now, we won the championship. So yes, everybody got a trophy because the team won. But I didn't get a participation trophy just because I played in the league. Had my team not won it, well, we won every year I played because we had some good players. Again, it wasn't me. But I understood that my trophy was this big because it meant I won. I was on a championship team, and my other teammates' trophy was this big because they were instrumental in us winning. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't all have the same trophy because we didn't all put in the same effort. Everything went down at the playground. Yeah, that everybody is a winner. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I hate it. I hate that. I hate it. And I said it when it was happening. When I first started hearing about that, I was like, what? Everybody gets a trophy. What? No. If I was a coach, everybody wouldn't get a trophy on my team. Call me mean. I don't know. I don't care. I have a friend who coaches. I wonder if everybody gets a trophy on his team. He coaches at like rec ball. I wonder if everybody gets a trophy. Baby, Shelly, baby, let me tell you something. Baby, people, just like people be Instagram famous, I have found that people are YouTube famous, honey. You right, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. People YouTube famous, baby. But Teddy, if the world was like that in the 70s, in the 80s and 90s when we were growing up, we wouldn't be who we are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right, Shelly. And I've talked to some other YouTubers who they've reached out to people and people don't respond and don't reach back. And it's like, well, damn, eh, we all in this together, right? I just do my thing. I just do my thing. But you're right, Shelly. There's some people out there that you can't, yeah, yeah. Little baby, I feel the same way. I think there are kids who don't appreciate that because again, the people who work hard and they contribute, they want to be recognized and they deserve to be recognized. So I feel the same way. I feel like they don't like it either. You would have me hit the floor. What that mean? That's some lingo I don't know, Shelly. You would have me hit the floor. You gotta tell me what that mean. I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes, y'all. I'm hungry. I got it. Y'all know what I got? I have a refrigerator full of chicken, like literally a refrigerator full of chicken, and I don't want near a piece of chicken. I think I might order me a pizza for dinner. I don't want near a piece of chicken. I've been eating. I feel like I've been eating chicken for 2 weeks. But you know what's funny? This monetization stuff, people, it ain't all that. It ain't all that people. It ain't all that it's cracked up to be. People act like they make it some, and there are people who are. I'm not saying that, but all these people act like this monetization is the end all and be all, and it ain't even. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, girl, girl. Yes, there have been some. Yeah. Yeah, Teddy, see, you have a history. I'm new to this. I'm new to all of this. You have a history with the YouTube thing, like you said, before monetization. After, hell, I didn't even know nothing about the damn monetization of YouTube. I really didn't. I thought that I knew you could make money off of ads, but I didn't know. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I didn't even know it was what it was. That's a whole nother story. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. I have to chill out for a little while, and I still got some reviews to get out so I can catch up. And then get ready for tonight. Um, exactly the IRS. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Especially with these new tax laws, the IRS gonna get you. Ty put a video up. Oh, really? What's he talking about? I'm gonna have to go check it out. I see. I'm glad to see he's putting out videos. I have to go check it out. I'm going to fix me a plate. I lied. I'm not ordering no damn pizza. I got too much food in that house to order something. I'm about to fix me a plate and watch Shelly's video. Y'all go watch Shelly's video if y'all haven't already watched it. I'm gonna go see what Shelly was talking about. She said she gave me a shout out. Thank you, boo. And then get ready for these evening shows, y'all. I'm gonna check out Ty's video tonight too. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me for a little while on this Sunday afternoon. I haven't been live in a minute. And y'all have a great evening. Talk to y'all later. Peace.